everyone, Joanne Antoun here, founder and creator of CTSV, the 2-hour life-transforming combined therapy cocktail, and the International Institute of Combined Therapy Cocktail. So I'm having a conversation here with a couple of friends, and it was decided that I should have recorded what I said. So here goes. We were talking about the fact that nothing happens to you, it all happens for you. Every raindrop that falls on you is meant for you. There comes a point in our lives, or maybe even several, where in the midst of some sort of crisis, spiritually known as the dark night of the soul, where we find ourselves questioning everything, including our very existence, and so begins the inward journey. Going within and asking ourselves some very deep and soulful questions. These situations arise not to punish you. You go through these things in the hope that you will grow through them. We rarely learn from the good times. We're often then having too much fun and too busy to even think about personal growth. How you see it, the meaning you give it, is entirely up to you. You have free will and choice. You can choose to stop behaving like the victim. You can stop having that tantrum and stop blaming everything outside of yourself for what's going wrong. You can choose instead to see the gift of growth that's being offered to you, and in doing so, you'll start to see the world through new eyes. This is the beginning of your awakening. You start to realize that it's time to get out of life's waiting room, to stop waiting for the right person, the right amount of money, the right car, the right house, and all that stuff outside of yourself that you think that you need in order to have the happiness and peace that you crave so much. You start to realize that what you're chasing isn't the stuff at all. It's the feelings, and in that space you can choose to feel anything that you want, whenever you want. So why not choose peace right now? Why not choose peace as though peace is all there is? You see, you can choose any emotion you want whenever you want. When you accept that you and only you are in control of your thoughts and feelings, you will naturally stop blaming people, things and experiences for your life, or how you feel and how you live your life. You'll finally stop pointing the finger, because when you do that, you'll actually realize that you've got 3 pointing back at you. That's right. You'll finally start to ask yourself the right questions, and being honest with yourself, even if you're still not ready to be honest with others. You'll start to realize what's really behind those emotions that you express. You'll see that when you're angry, all it really is you feeling a loss of control over others or yourself, and you're desperately trying to regain it. That being confused is simply you trying to avoid a situation or making a decision. That fear's nothing more than you entertaining a fantasy of something that hasn't even happened yet. When you think that someone hurt your feelings, the truth is that you're upset because they're not doing what you want them to do. When you choose to be anxious or worried, all you're doing is putting yourself in a state of paralysis to avoid doing something. When you're feeling bored, sad, fatigued, get up and take responsibility for your own entertainment. Don't wait for someone else to do it for you. You have the power of choice, happiness, peace. That feeling of contentment that you're searching for is inside of you, not outside of you. Recognize that if you're feeling down, you're the one choosing to stay there. If you feel like people are walking all over you, then get up off the floor. Accept responsibility for your thoughts, your feelings, and your life. Mastering your life begins with mastering your mind. Once you're aware of your thoughts and these limiting beliefs that hold you back, then you can choose to heal them. They can't be blocked. They can't be buried. They must be healed. Once healed, once you set yourself free, no longer will you be a passive passenger. You will finally be back in the driver's seat and become master of your vehicle, master of your life. you'll be in the position to change your life. In fact, the one thing that I believe holds you back, the underlying issue of it all, is that in the depths of your subconscious mind, you're running a program, and that program that stemmed from when you were quite young is that you feel as though you're not good enough. We all have different ways that we play that out or express it. We might express it through the emotions that I mentioned. It could be played out with a constant need to please, a need to prove yourself, a fear of being incorrectly judged, the need to compare yourself constantly, worrying about what other people think. It's something that we all need to deal with at some point. How are you playing it out? You see, wanting to please and wanting to prove yourself doesn't cost you your personal power, but feeling that you need to please everyone in order for them to like you or stay with you, worrying about what others think and that need to prove that you can, to prove that you are good enough, that all comes from believing that you're not. I want you to know here and now that you are good enough, that you have everything you need inside of you, and that if you feel held back and have constant patterns and programs that play out in your life, it's only because there's a moment in time when you were quite young that's in need of healing. Now I'm going to insert a quick plug here for CTC before I move on, just because I can. If you feel held back, if you know that where you are and how you feel isn't how you want things to stay, then CTC, the Life Transforming Combined Therapy Cocktail, is just what you need. It will transform your life in 2 hours. So feel free to contact me or one of the many personally trained therapists. And to find out more, you can contact me at joanneantoun.com. Anyway, once you give yourself that gift of being totally free of the past, you find yourself living more fully in the present. You raise your vibration, and at this new level, you'll attract to yourself a higher quality of life and people. New and better opportunities come your way. You start to see the world differently. You even begin reassessing and redefining who you are in your truth and what you really stand for. You let go of those old needy behaviours, the old beliefs and values that are no longer your truth, and you realise now that you should never have invested your energy in them in the first place. You find that you have a deep desire to give rather than take. You stop looking for that next thing, that next quick fix that you believe would make you happy. Instead, you find passion in creating and contributing. You come back to that truth that whispers in your heart, that truth that says, be authentic, live honestly and with integrity. Love like you've never been heard, and learn to love yourself first. Don't place responsibility for your happiness on someone else. Alone does not mean lonely. Stop trying to control others. Love and respect them enough to let them live their life their way, and learn to say no. Honour yourself and your needs. Honour the life that you were born to live by living it to your highest potential. Honour and treat your body right so that it can carry you through on this journey of life. Laugh more, play more, and dance in the rain. Look at life through the eyes of a child and know that there are infinite possibilities, and all you need to do is shine a light on what you want. Give it life, see it, hear it, feel it. Have that elevated emotion. And by doing so, you become a magnet for it. What you want wants you too. You just have to align with it. Dream big, fear nothing other than fear itself, because when you step through that fear, when you look that wolf in the eyes, it will turn into the puppy that brings you your slippers. You are not alone. Reach out to people. Share, collaborate, build bridges, not walls. Stay open to every wonderful possibility and opportunity that comes your way. But most of all, give thanks for all the wonderful blessings you already have in your life. You have so much to be grateful for. And take responsibility for yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be you. You were born to be you. Treat yourself like you are worthy and deserving of more, and the world will treat you the same way. Done. Oh, yes, and visit joanneantoun.com. I'm here for you.